Hey everyone, Pushing Up Roses here. Today I have a first impression slash playthrough video of the new adventure game Kathy Rain. This came out very recently. I had a chance to play the demo at PAX, and I really liked it. This is very much a Gabriel Knight type of game, old school retro game, and I don't know if I'm alone in this, but I feel we are way overdue for a kind of Laura Bow, female detective, Gabriel Knight-esque video game. They are some of my favorites, Laura Bow and Gabriel Knight, kind of my favorite games. And those games are what this reminds me of, so let's just get into it. Oh, okay. Actually, this is new. I don't remember this. Hi.
Hey.
This was not in the PAX demo, so that's awesome.
Oh, man.
Oh. Kathy? Kathy? Girl? You okay?
Oh,
okay.
God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
I think we're plastered.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
Oh, God.
So I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when I...
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out. So I noticed this article
Burks.
about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remember
that's
that you used to
fascinating.
live
Thank you,
there and
Eileen.
everything, and
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
I do enjoy hearing
get
about
this.
death, but I'm
his
drunk
name
right
was
now.
Joseph Rain.
Oh.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it. I knew you'd know him.
You were excited because why? So actually, when I played this at PAX, there was no voice acting. So I'm actually very eager to hear all these voices so far. I really like the voice they chose for Kathy Rain. She kind of reminds me of me a little bit, especially with her outfit, and she's got the side swept bangs. She just needs these glasses. Just glom these two together, and there you go. Let's see. Let's just be truthful.
Yeah, he was my grandfather. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, stalker.
Oh, I might have sort of looked you up.
Facebook
That is
stalked.
not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
Come on,
I just couldn't help
Eileen.
myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna
guys
help
get that
yourself
joke?
to a restraining order. I'm
It's a little
just
joke.
telling you this as a friend.
I know.
As a friend, I might need to get a
Anyway,
restraining order.
You should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
You were extremely pushy.
Good night, Kathy.
And you have a Titanic poster. Not complaining, just a simple observation. September 25th, 1995, day 1. Oh, that's awesome. I like that we have now gotten to the point
Oh,
where
God, make
we
it
can
stop.
have games set in the 1990s. Like, enough time has passed where we can actually do that, and I love the 90s. I think the 90s are hilarious. Alright,
Looks
so
like Eileen left a note for me here.
Oh,
Hi,
let's read the
Kat.
note.
Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate.
So the controls are fairly simple.
Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
So you see, if you just run your mouse over things, they all have mouse over text overlays here, which I think is really helpful when it comes to adventure
Eileen's
games.
girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name. Eileen Mildred Summers. Mildred. Oh my god, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas.
Let's look at her Titanic poster. Oh,
That
Leo.
movie's not out yet. It's
I'll
a
never
promo
let go.
poster Eileen got for being an extra.
Oh, that's right, because
She
it's
tells
not out
everyone
yet.
who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
Because I think that's 1997 Titanic came out. There's just something about the 90s that I love, probably because I grew up with it. So anyone from this generation should be pretty tickled, I would
Nah,
think.
it's no fun when there's no one around to annoy with it.
Alrighty. What's
I'm
this
fairly
poster?
sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever.
Ah! Aw, little
I think
bears.
that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all.
Ah, yes, the hate-love
Oh.
trope.
That's every romantic comedy ever.
I hate you, but I love you. Okay, let's go out the door. Let's head out to the funeral. Even though we totally, Kathy, where are you going? Girl, stuck on your chair. Even though we just woke up in the same clothes we slept in, I'm pretty sure that's appropriate fashion attire. Nice motorcycle. I too ride a motorbike. So I assume this is where our locations will show up whenever we need to go somewhere. I kind of prefer that over a map. I think that's just a simpler way of doing things. So right now we only have one location, and that is the cemetery. Let's just get up and go to our grandpa's funeral. I say that's a good way to start the day. Very pretty graphics, by the way. Should be commenting.
Well,
very pretty.
Here we are. God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object?
Smoking in a cemetery, is that even legal? I don't know if it is.
Dead people rule.
Alright, that's enough of that. Come on. One puff, toss it, we're good. Oh, mausoleum.
No reason to go in there.
What is it? It says Price, I think?
It says Price.
Oh my god, it's Vincent Price's mausoleum. Gotta get in there.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain.
Irving?
We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
And also with you. Amen. Yeah, I grew up Catholic. I know all those lines. Aw, let's talk to her. Who is this? I like this water tower in the back.
Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her.
There is something about water towers that I really like. So let's go ahead and talk to Mrs. Rain. This is our grandma, so that apparently we haven't seen for a while.
Excuse me, Mrs. Rain?
Very
Have
formal.
we met, hon? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine? Who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy?
Oh,
Bless my soul.
we're connecting.
Look at you, all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything.
Yes.
Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
This is very strange. She has an icon for a head. Okay, new location added. Awesome. Conwell Springs. Let's look at it.
Springs. Looks smaller than I remember it.
As I was saying, there's something about water towers I really like. They're very strange, almost alien-like sometimes. Can we read this tombstone? David Spielman, 55 to 94. Stephen Cummings, 46 to 92. Eric Mitchell. I wonder if these are people of note. Benjamin Hayward. Man, these epitaphs are boring. I want something amazing on my tombstone. Like, here lies Sarah. She'll haunt your dreams.
It's the priest who performed the service here. You don't want to get me started. Let's just say me and the humble servants of God have a history of not getting along.
Let's kind of pass him by.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Fuck
Thanks.
you! Sorry.
If you wish to find God,
That's how I imagine
the
her
Church of the
responding.
Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure.
A
Never
brochure?
turn away from the path of sin.
That's really weird. Don't you think that's extremely weird? Like, I'm at a funeral. He's giving me a brochure for a church. That's a little presumptuous. I'm gonna say, what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path? Is it what? Is it the eyebrow piercing? What is it?
What makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I hope to see you never.
I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Weirdo. Like, seriously, who gives out a brochure for a church at a funeral? My grandpa just died, yo. It's not cool. Not cool. Give you an icon for a head. Alright, so we should have a new location. There we go. So I assume that all of our locations are going to show up here on this kind of travel screen. And I assume we'll kind of be bopping back and forth here. Kind of like in Gabriel Knight. Ooh, beautiful setting.
Grandma, anybody home?
Very lovely. I like that a lot. I like how this looks. Very reminiscent of Gabriel Knight. I'm just gonna keep saying that throughout everything. I love the decor.
A small table lamp.
I assume Grandma's just in here, but...
Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley. A mere
Boots.
single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds.
So what is this thing?
Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think.
Can I take it? I have nowhere to put it, but it's an adventure game. I'll probably end up just putting it in my
Dog
pants.
fighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff. These should come in handy when I need to make calls.
Oh, can I take it? I don't think I have anywhere to call just yet, so... But that's also something you can do in Gabriel Knight. You can use the phone book and the phone. This whole residence for the grandma reminds me of the Grandma Knight's house, actually. But it is just different enough to where I'm,
hello,
you know,
dear.
enthralled by
I was just
it.
wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come, have a seat. We have so much to talk about.
All right, let's have a talk with my grandma.
So,
I
now,
haven't seen
tell
in
me about your life in the
15
city.
years.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to
Awkward.
school for journalism. It's my 2nd year.
All right, so
I
we're
ride
in a. I
motorcycle
think we're in a
case you missed it
dormitory
there out
then.
front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
I assume Sharon is our mom. Actually, this whole little scene here, it reminds me of the Kazanau residence in Gabriel Knight, Madame Kazanau, if you remember. Kazanu, I think. It's actually Kazanu, is a French name. But that's kind of what this whole setting reminds me of, and definitely the portraits as well. Let's see. When I played this at PAX, I believe I did bring it up. I'm going to see what happens if I avoid it, to see kind of what the dialogue trees do.
Mom's good. Yeah. She's kind of between jobs.
I just kind of
right
lied,
now,
but we'll
things
see.
are okay.
I'm glad to hear it. I was worried about how you two would cope in the city, considering Sharon's...
All right, now I feel bad about lying. Fuck.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I like your
I've
house.
been lonely ever since the
Aw.
accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day.
This is a monocle.
August 16th, 1981.
Alright, so
It
something
was the middle of
happened.
the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first. All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body.
Oh, I hope this
Since
goes
that
in a
day, he
supernatural
never
route.
spoke a word. Forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
See a shot in Yaga? So now we have, okay, we have something in our notebook now, which I assume is going to be for interrogative purposes and talking to people. I guess we can also on this screen show people our inventory, so...
I don't want to show her that.
Grandma, I took up smoking. So we can go ahead and ask her about the
Why do
incident.
you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. Must have had something to do with the war.
All right, post-traumatic stress. What did the doctor say? What about the police? I assume we're going to have to go through all of these dialogue options. I see that there's not as many dialogue options as there are in things like Laura Bow and Gabriel Knight. I think that's kind of a good thing because we can kind of get to the core of what's going on a little bit faster.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
All right, we'll ask about the
What do
doctors.
the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection.
Wow, that is
It's
some
all
infection.
A load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Persistent sinus
Yeah,
infection.
I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a
I like it when
technical
Grandma
problem
gets
at the time,
surly.
some kind of glitch. But the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines.
She ain't buying the
Eventually, they had to
bullshit you're
confess that
selling.
They simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
Oh, please go in a supernatural path. I love that because that's definitely kind of where Gabriel Knight goes. But I would also like it if it kind of went into a modern Nancy Drew or a Laura Bow path as well, where it's just kind of mystery and putting together clues for a more realistic plot line. But either way,
What did Sheriff Truman have to
Would
say
be
about
awesome.
the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the
why are
case.
all cops in adventure
You know,
games
I
just
could try to find
completely
out more about
incompetent?
this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to
With
me.
the exception
Okay,
of Police
I think I'll head
Quest.
over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then.
All right, let's go
Would
talk
be
to
nice
these
to witness
cops.
police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
In adventure games,
See you later, Grams.
cops are always bumbling and stupid, and you end up, if you're playing the detective, you are always doing a better job than them, like no matter what. Again, like with the exception of Police Quest. Police Quest is like the only one. So let's go ahead and go to the sheriff's station, police station, and see if we can find something about this incident that happened to our grandfather. It sounds a little suspicious. Oh, I see like a Ken doll is working at the station. Young cop. Let's see.
Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bum?
Hi.
Sorry,
Hello.
totally interrupting. Hello. Oh, yes.
Do I have to commit a crime to get your attention? Because I seriously will.
Ma'am, I'm really quite busy at the moment. Hey,
All
wait,
this paperwork.
I know you.
I'm
Oh,
pretty
no,
sure
no.
you don't.
No, meeting
Yes,
someone I used to
do.
know.
You're
Panic!
Kathy. Kathy Rain.
My reputation precedes me, in a kind of but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
Lenny! Lenny, right, Lenny. We, back in 92. No, I don't know who you are,
I'm
dude.
drawing a blank.
Really don't.
Really? You don't remember us playing when we were little kids?
Not really. Sorry, buddy.
Darn. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
The incident.
I wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay, I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is
I
to
hope
your
he's
right.
like Mosley, Detective Mosley.
Well, gotta go.
Not.
See ya.
My back hurts. Okay, so files behind him. Let's
I would, but I can't do that when he's right there. Maybe I can distract him somehow.
Good call. All right, let's go talk to the sheriff first.
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Okay, I guess.
Hello, Sheriff. Do you have a moment?
Not really. Make it quick.
Let's not even introduce ourselves. Just tell us about the incident.
Do you know what happened to
Demand
Joseph
to
Rain
know.
in 81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
That doesn't sound like
If
what
that's all
happened.
there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Telling you, he's a
Could be, but You
Schottenjäger.
know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
Ooh, or a werewolf? Go all Gabriel Knight too. Let's ask him about the police
Could I have a
report.
look at that report?
Absolutely not. They were official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
What state are we in? What's the big deal? But I'm family. Family, doesn't that count? But I'm family.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family? I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
You're not nice.
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any...
Don't you think I know that? There are rules.
Ah,
Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
yes.
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
You want to see the inside of a cell?
Yes.
Oh, cuff me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine.
Fine. Yeah, meh. Just gonna stomp out of here. So I think I know what to do at this point. Definitely have to get these files. Luckily, the files we need are actually behind Lenny, and he's a little bit more persuadable. Oh, he's distracted.
Birthday this weekend. You'll have to give her a gift.
So if he was not distracted, that's kind of part of the puzzle. You can't go in the double doors until he's looking away and talking. I don't know how he didn't notice, but let's talk to the bum.
Hey,
What? I can't hear you.
Oh, geez. Who left this on? Should be fired.
Thanks.
Waste of
That
energy.
was getting annoying.
Alright, now let's talk to him. Let's free him! You're free!
Hi there.
Free the bums! Let's see.
you need to keep the blonde cop out there busy for a while.
I do?
$10 says you do.
I'd say my services in this matter are worth at least $20.
Like, who cares? You're in a
9.
jail cell.
15.
You can't use
8.
it.
Fine. 10.
7.
Deal.
Ah,
Good.
$7.
So, what am I doing again?
Distract that young cop in the lobby. I don't care how you do it, as long as you keep him occupied for a while.
Okay then. Let me know when.
Will do.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it now. Alright, let's see.
Hey, the
Ah!
jail is off limits. You shouldn't be in there.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, Lenny.
I just heard someone yelling.
You're helping out an old friend that doesn't remember you.
I think that guy in the cell needs some help.
Ah, what now?
Okay, I have to
Okay.
make this quick.
He's left his post. Let's go get the files. Search files. Got it.
Okay, let's have a look.
8/16/81, 11:40 p.m. An individual was encountered on the side of a dirt road a few miles from Conwell Springs, blindly walking forward with his eyes wide open. The subject was identified as Joseph Rain. He did not respond when touched or spoken to. He appeared to be dirty from head to toe and wet up to his knees. Mr. Rain was fiercely clutching a small tape recorder, complete with a tape. Being cooperative, he could be led into the squad car and transported back to town. 12:25 p.m., same date. Picked up Mrs. Rain and brought her along with Mr. Rain to the emergency room at the community clinic. The following day, 8 a.m. Upon routine inspection of the patrol car, a tape recorder was found discarded on the back seat, filed as evidence in locker number 5. All right, we've got to get to locker number 5.
I'm gonna have to get my hands on that recorder. Okay, let's find the key to locker number 5.
Do it.
Got
It's automatic. Thank you, game. I love it when I don't have to do any work. Perfect timing. Amazing. All right, let's go. Let's wait until he's distracted, and then I'll go ahead and go through the double doors again. Should show up right. Yeah, it just shows up right here. You know what I haven't been doing? I actually haven't been showing people stuff. I kind of want to do that. See if I can
What's the deal with that
show
bum?
Lenny.
What bum?
What's your opinion on this church?
I think it's a nice enough church. Why?
I don't know. The priest seemed odd. Kinda pushy.
Ooh, I hope the
Yeah, I
priest
get
is
your point.
in on
But I know the guy.
something.
He's harmless.
If you say so.
That would be amazing. Corrupt priests. Hey, look at my elite. Oh, use stun gun with Lenny.
Yeah, that won't get me into trouble.
Oh,
at
that
all.
would be horrible. It's probably illegal that we have that anyway. There we go.
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
That's no good. We're gonna have to cancel lunch.
Okay, good. Alright, so here's the lockers. I'm assuming it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So combine locker key. The UI is very easy, by the way. Very intuitive. Very much like
Alright, got it.
retro adventure game. Let's see, is there anything else? I don't think I need any of this other shit. Ooh, a CRT.
Computer monitor. Probably recovered stolen goods. There's no way small-town cops would be that up-to-date with the modern world. An axe, a sledgehammer, and some other heavy tools.
I wonder if I need any of this at all. Probably not. Let's see.
Too heavy to carry around,
Yeah, that's what I
and too noisy to use in here without getting caught.
Let's take a quick look at the
No
bulletin
wanted
board.
posters. I'm disappointed.
I wonder if we're gonna ask the bum about kind of like the incidents.
Hey,
Hi there.
No, we can ask him what he's in for
so,
though.
why'd they put you in that cell?
It's all just a big misunderstanding.
Is that so?
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal anything. I was just using my pockets to move the beer to the
Oh
checkout.
Lord.
That's the worst excuse I have ever heard.
For your information, I happen to have a deadly fear of shopping carts.
I take my last statement back. This excuse is even worse.
Hey, it wasn't your father who was killed by a shopping cart when you were 8.
Oh
I
God.
sure hope not.
To be fair, mine wasn't either. It was just Uncle Bob. But that doesn't
think
mean it was
everyone
any less
has an
traumatic,
Uncle
man.
Bob.
To this
I have an
day,
Uncle
I
Bob.
still get nervous breakdowns at grocery stores.
Y'all have Uncle
I
Bobs?
think I've heard enough, buddy.
You're right. We should stop before the flashbacks begin.
Okay, see
Okay,
you later.
Gotta go.
See ya.
Let's see. I wonder if I can just kind of.
I don't want to give any of my stuff to a
Now
Okay.
that's just...
Let's exit here. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I didn't look at the tape recorder. Hello. Let's examine the dictaphone. Go ahead and play
Note
it.
to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips.
Oh shit, I should write that
I've been
down.
working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source. I have a theory, but I need help. I'm gonna have to involve somebody
This
else.
will go supernatural on us. So, okay, there's something in the attic. Let's, we can rewind it.
Note to self.
Okay.
Remember, the perfect bouquet
3 red
consists of
roses.
3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. Anyway,
Okay, I thought maybe that could be a clue. So who records, hey, perfect bouquet, here's this, and this, just a reminder. Because I can remove the tape, I think I will. I don't know if there's a reason for removing it, but since I can, why not? All right. Oh, he didn't even notice me that time. Smooth criminal.
Hey, Kathy, wait.
Oh,
What?
I don't have it.
Do you eat foot? I mean,
What?
food?
Absolutely not. I feed on human misery. Relax, Lenny. Yes, I do
I
eat
think
food.
he's about to
Oh,
hit on
great.
us.
Can I buy you food sometime? And also buy food for me? And then maybe we could eat the food together?
I like the first part when you said you would buy me food.
I'm really busy right now. Maybe later.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Struck out. Lenny, given our history, I don't think it's a good idea for us to be dating. Let's see. Let's go back to the Rain residence and go up to the attic. Can we just go up there? I think we might need our grandma's like permission to go
I should
up
probably
there.
ask Grandma first.
That's what I thought. Who has a door to the living room? Is that common? Usually it's like kind of open, but yeah, man, I don't know, maybe.
Oh, hello, dear.
Sup, Grandma? Actually, before I do anything, I do want to ask her about this church brochure and see if she says anything about the priest being kind of odd.
What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
It really is. I'm glad we
Awfully
agree.
Strange behavior for a priest, I'll give
Oh.
you that.
All right, so even she thinks that the priest is kind of weird. Let's
Would you mind if I
ask
took
her
a
about
look
the
in the
attic.
I suppose it would do no harm. Come with me.
Thanks, Grandma.
You're welcome, dear. Be careful now.
Bye, Grandma. Thank you. It's dark in here. I don't think we can actually do anything. Let's see.
The bulb looks burned out. I'll have to
Dang
replace
it.
it.
How come there's always a light bulb puzzle in every adventure game?
Nothing. The bulb must be burned out.
Okay. I actually had noticed there's a table lamp down here, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the bulb. Figured that would open that up. You couldn't get it before that. You couldn't get it before knowing that there was a
Free light
puzzle.
bulb. Score.
All right, let's do this. All right. Combine light bulb with light bulb.
There we go.
Perfect. Let's turn on the light switch here. Creepy, but again, I really love the graphics. Really do. It's really, really pretty. That is where I think I'm going to leave this first impression playthrough / review. Right off the bat, you know, we haven't gotten very far, but the game is very fast-paced. We're in it. We're in it almost immediately. We've got storyline almost immediately, and we're already doing puzzles and kind of being investigating. I really like the graphics. I really like the voice acting. Some corny dialogue, but nothing completely unforgivable for me personally. Very much interested in the story. It definitely hooked me, so I do want to keep playing this, and hopefully this gameplay will give you an idea on whether or not this is something you want to purchase. Like I said, it really does remind me a lot of Gabriel Knight, combined with Laura Bow, combined with some of the Sierra point and clicks, or even some of the LucasArts point and clicks, even though LucasArts is a little bit more on the goofy, zany side. But yeah, I'm enjoying this game so far. I like what it has to offer. It runs very smoothly. I like how it looks. I recommend it at this juncture, and I mean, we've already played kind of a lot of it so far. I assume that the puzzles are going to ramp up. I do recall at PAX there were a few puzzles that ramped up quite a bit and got to be a little more difficult. Right now it's you know, fairly linear. But that is Kathy Rain. These are my first impressions. I hope this piqued your interest. I hope you give it a shot. You can buy it on Steam, and I believe it's also on GOG. It's definitely on Steam. That's where I bought it, but I think it's on either or, whatever your preference is. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think. If you played it, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.